Oh, hi. What's shaking? Who am I, you ask? I'm nobody. I am a real person. I'm not computer generated. I do exist, but I am not what is important. You're important. That's the point of all of this. If you ever think nobody cares, I care because I'm nobody. Look, the name was just a starting point. I guess I am married to the idea now, what with the vanity YouTube domain and all. Whatever. My intent is to send a message of positivity. I'm not trying to be mysterious about who I am. Who I am is of no consequence. I'm not trying to be hard to find. I'm sure that with a comically small amount of research, anyone that tried could figure out who I am. All that's unimportant. I titled my channel, Nobody Cares, Dude, but I do care. So I guess I'm the nobody. I'm not recording my face because A, my face is unremarkable. I'm not grotesque, but let's face it, my face isn't inspiring anyone to do anything. And B, I don't like videos where somebody says, hey guys, and they mug it up for the camera and they try to get you to do something or buy something or go somewhere. And for what? It's silly. I came up with this charter, a few ground rules for myself to go along with this idea. First, I'm not doing this for the money. Look, if someone wants to throw me a few bucks to hawk a product I believe in, I'll allow it. Otherwise, nah, make your own decisions. You'll be happier. And when you're happy, I'm happy. Second, negativity will be kept to a minimum. The internet is a tire fire. I'll leave the comments open for now, but I won't read them. And if I do, I won't care. We're all entitled to be happy. If being happy means taking down others, cool. It's just not for me. We'll avoid hot button issues too. Those are the things that lead to the biggest problems. And there are too many podcasts in that genre already. Next, unless this thing blows up, and I hope it blows up, and I actually end up getting to interview someone, no more than about 5 minutes total, more or less. My involvement in your day, should you invite me in, will be minimal. It's not about me. Also, I won't have just anyone on. I've got tons of wonderful and amazing people in my life. If one of them wants to talk, it's about them, not me. I want you to know their stories. I'll call those episodes Nobody's Listening. See, it's a theme. There are a few people I'd love to talk to. The team behind the Tiny Chef Show. We're going to talk a lot about Sheffy. Other chefs too, like Maddie Matheson and Josh Weissman. I guess they're influencers, but I like their styles. And most importantly, they teach people about cooking. They're technologists, musicians, and car people like Ian Roussel, Will Lockwood, Gene Winfield, and weird pop culture things, kind of like Sheffy, and my unquenchable longing for a dog, a yellow Labrador to be specific. All positive things. I want to keep this level of excitement so we can talk about them all. Believe me, I get being bitter. I was bitter until 2 years ago. You can ask literally anyone. I was in a bad place. I didn't like myself. And how can anyone love you when you don't love yourself? Honestly, I have a life I love right now. I didn't realize it at first. Like I said, this wasn't going to be about me. For the time being, that's a lie. I mean, you can't just start a podcast cold, can you? I guess we'll see. There has to be some exposition, though, right? I mean, I'm not famous, nor do I really care to be. I kind of stole this idea from John Krasinski, except he's famous. But he did that thing, during the pandemic, and it lasted like 15 episodes, and then it went away. I was a cynical motherfucker back then. Sad, feeling sorry for myself. And it's not like I woke up one day and Tony Robbins style and decided to be positive. Not exactly, anyways. It was a longer walk than that. So, 5 simple rules. It's not about the money. Keep it positive. Stay away from the big stuff. Be brief. Don't sell out. Easy. The longevity of this show is going to be decided by a number of things. These ideas come to me in the moment. It's all an extension of my inner dialogue. For this exact moment, V.io fits the bill perfectly. No video, cool subtitle action, ability to add quirkiness to the videos, checks a lot of boxes for me. BT dubs. I just realized this is a little too AI. Again, I'm a real boy, But the idea is it's not about me. So my face, however handsome my mama says I am, is not what we're here about. I'm a man solidly in his mid 50s. If you saw me in the wild, you would in no way equate this podcast to the arrangement of atoms I am in real life. But it's me. Anyways, I just realized something kind of important. Other podcasts, successful ones anyways, find ways to reach their audiences. Celebrity guests, controversial topics, people talking into microphones. Like someone thought, you know what radio needs? Television. Jesus. If I don't reach anyone, I'm totally cool with that. Wait a minute. Isn't it important to have an audience? Well, I guess if money is the driver, then yeah, you'd want to be able to get your product in front of a lot of people. What if happiness is the driver? None of that matters then. I'm sure we'll disagree on things. We can disagree respectfully and walk away as better people for the experience. I'm like this all the time, or I aspire to be. Every so often, the world seeps in, magic dims momentarily, but it's always there. There was this truly remarkable moment earlier in 2023 when we all started coming out of our shells, going back into society, and everyone was vulnerable. It was kind of amazing. I made some of the best connections of my life during this time. There were times I was sure I was losing my mind, but I formed connections with the most unlikely people, and it's my job to keep those connections open, and I'll do everything I can. For now, the walls are going back up. I see it everywhere. It's sad, but I'll do my best to keep my walls down, to stay vulnerable to others, to be empathic, to listen without judgment. We owe this to each other. I'm not worried about getting an audience. Think of this as influencing. If I don't change your mind on anything, and all you get from this is to feel good for a minute, that's success to me. Only like, follow, subscribe, or comment if you want to. Not out of debt to me. Thanks for listening.